Hello and welcome. My name is Ashley Mullinex and I am a final expense telesales agent. Yes, I work from home in my yoga pants, and yes, I'm a mom and a wife, and I am here to show you that it is absolutely possible to win in this industry as a female and not be a slave to the business. This week I had an agent reach out to me and ask me a question. He said, Ashley, how do you keep your frame in the beginning part of your presentation to lead you to actually being able to pitch numbers? This is a wonderful question. I'm assuming if one agent has the question, multiple other agents have this question. There are 5 key things that I get out of every single prospect that I talk to before I ever go into underwriting. And I'm going to share my script with you today, and then we're going to go over those 5 things. And yes, this is the script that I use. This is always open on my computer. I read it verbatim every single presentation without fail. No matter if the prospect is trying to steer me left or right, I go right back to the framework. This is the framework to get you to pitch numbers. Okay, so here is the front part of my script. This is what I read day in and day out on every single call without fail. I am going through this with every single prospect. And if they steer me left or they start asking me questions, I will acknowledge and answer their questions, but I am right back to this framework. The agent that asked me, how do you hold your frame? I hold my frame because I have my script in front of me. And if they ask me a question, I do respond to their question, but I am right back to my script. There are 5 things on the first part of my script that you absolutely have to know before you can even get into numbers. So, beginning part of the script. Hey Mildred, this is Ashley, calling you here on a recorded line with the final expense price quote you requested on Facebook. You were looking into possible options, and I see your zip code is 12345. Is that correct? Yes. First thing that you have to establish, get them to agree that they submitted the request. Okay, great. Is this for yourself, Mildred, or is this for a loved one? Number 2, I establish who we are talking about. Are you calling for your sister that's in a nursing home, or is this coverage for yourself? Or are you concerned for a child that doesn't have any coverage and you want to hold a policy for them? I need to understand that. Okay, so that's number 2. 3, why are we even talking? Okay, are you looking for car insurance? Because I'm not your gal, right? So are you most concerned with covering just the final expenses, or are you also trying to leave a little bit of extra money for your family? Establish why we are talking. The 4th thing is the initial question to determine if they have a policy or if they don't have a policy. This is critical because if they have a policy in place, you're going to handle the discovery portion of the call completely different than you would if they don't have anything at all. Okay, so this is really setting the foundation of how I'm going to handle the prospect in the conversation. So, initial question here. Okay, gotcha. Do you have, Mildred, any coverage currently in place or not yet? So that is the 4th point, find out if they have protection, and then how I help them. That is the 5th key element. Just to kind of back up and let you know how I help families, very simple. And I assert my authority on the call to let them know that I know what I'm doing. I know exactly where the conversation is going to go, and I know exactly how I'm going to help them out. Right here, you should be saying this with confidence, because if you don't have confidence, Mildred's not going to trust you, and her sales resistance is going to be up for the remainder of the call. So say it with authority. To kind of dive in real quick, I'm going to read through this so you can kind of hear my tempo and then my pacing. So, hey Mildred, this is Ashley. I was just calling you back here on a recorded line with a final expense price quote you requested on Facebook. You were looking into possible options, and I see your zip code is 12345. Is that correct? Okay, and were you looking for yourself, Mildred, or was this for a loved one? For yourself, okay. And are you most concerned with just covering the final expenses, or were you also possibly trying to leave some extra money for your family? Just the final expenses. Okay, gotcha. And do you currently have anything in place currently to help with that, or not yet? No, not yet. Oh, okay. So have you been looking for some protection for a while? Oh no, I just kind of started looking. Okay, gotcha. I guess what kind of sort of triggered you to say now's the time to look into this? Say that with genuine curiosity. Get a pulse check for where they're at and what their pain might be. Okay, gotcha, whatever they say. Repeat back, acknowledge. Okay, so Mildred, just to kind of back up and let you know how we help families, it's very simple. I'm a broker, and I'm going to be able to let you know what options you might be eligible for. Everything is just based off of your age and your health, but I do get to look at all 26 carriers here for you. Okay, I'm going to let you know who's giving you the best rate, and we can get some answers on the phone. Would that help you? And then I'm into medical underwriting. Hopefully you found some value in me sharing my script with you. I'm not exaggerating when I say this script is pulled up in front of me for every single call. Every single call, I'm reading it verbatim. If anyone interrupts me at any point in time to ask a question, I respond, acknowledge. I am right back to the next point of my script. I do not skip a beat, because if I miss any one of those 5 key elements, more than likely I'm going to crash and burn at another point in time in the script further on down the road. So give this video a big like if you found this helpful. If you have any other questions, please leave comments below. I do check those. I'm just here to provide value, especially to all my moms out there in the industry. I know it can feel very overwhelming, and it can feel like you're a slave to the industry. You really need to tap in to a good team. You need to find someone who will coach and guide you so you can be a pro on the phones, because once you can master getting someone to pick up the phone and purchase a product, your day just becomes so much easier. I do tend to have at least a policy by noon. Most days I can have 2 policies by 2 o'clock, and then really I'm kind of free for the rest of the day. That's my heart for all the moms out there in this industry. That's where I want you to be. If you are in a place where you are struggling, you do not have the support that you need, you do not know how to overcome objections, you feel timid in your script, and you need help and guidance on how to really master things, please, in the description below, there is a link for the DeFord Insurance Group. The DeFord Insurance Group is a rock solid agency, and they have a rock solid script, and they genuinely give a rip about agents. I am building a small team. I'm not ready to grow anything too big yet. I already have one mom who possibly might want to join me in the journey of final expense. There is a free telesales team at the DeFord Insurance Group. I highly recommend, if you're in a place where you can't really broker right now, but you do need some good coaching and guidance, join in on the free leads. Either way, the link is below. The referral information's down there too. Put my name in there. Tell them Ashley sent you, and I will see you in the Slack channels. Bye.